Some people rarely socialize. They don't go out much, don't message often, and can disappear for long periods without explanation. From the outside, this gets misunderstood fast. People assume they're antisocial, uninterested, awkward, or avoiding life. But psychology shows something very different. People who rarely socialize don't hate people. They just experience connection in a different way. And the reasons go deeper than introversion. 1, you get drained faster than others in social situations. For you, social interaction isn't neutral, it's mentally expensive. Your brain stays alert the entire time, even in casual settings. You're tracking tone, facial expressions, pauses, reactions, and even what's left unsaid. Every conversation requires mental energy because your mind is analyzing multiple layers of social cues at once, sometimes without even realizing it. This constant internal processing makes social interactions exhausting, even if the conversation is positive, light, or with people you like. Psychologists refer to this as high cognitive sensitivity, or over-arousal of the nervous system. It means your brain is doing more work than the average person to keep track of subtle signals, which is why social events that others find fun or energizing can feel draining to you. Even after leaving a gathering, your mind might continue replaying every interaction, trying to decode the nuances and assess whether you did okay. That's why you can enjoy being around people, laugh, or feel a connection, and still need days or even weeks to recover fully. It's not about disliking socializing, it's about how your brain experiences it. 2, you hate small talk because it feels empty. You don't struggle to talk. You struggle to care about meaningless conversation. How was your day? What's new? Did you see that thing online? Did you see that thing online? For many people, these small exchanges are enough to maintain deepening casual relationships. But for you, they feel repetitive, predictable, and emotionally flat. You crave meaningful conversations where someone's words feel authentic and worth engaging with. Surface-level interactions rarely provide that reward, so being in environments full of them can feel frustrating and exhausting. Psychology shows that people like you are wired to respond more to emotional depth and novelty in interactions. You might find yourself sitting quietly at a party, listening to everyone talk and thinking about how hollow the conversations feel. It is not a lack of social skill, it is a preference for substance over routine. Because of this, you may feel disconnected in spaces where small talk dominates, which often leads to others misinterpreting you as disinterested or shy. Being alone doesn't feel lonely. It feels stable, calming, and manageable. 3, you've learned solitude feels safer for you. Being alone doesn't feel lonely. It feels stable, calming, and manageable. This isn't just a preference. It's often a learned response. When social experiences repeatedly feel overwhelming, disappointing, or stressful, your nervous system adapts to protect you. Solitude becomes associated with safety, predictability, and control, while social interaction can trigger unease or overthinking. Psychologically, this is a form of emotional conditioning. The more your past interactions have felt draining or misunderstood, the more your brain signals that staying alone is safer. Even if you genuinely enjoy people in certain contexts, your body still prefers the predictability of solitude. This doesn't mean you dislike connection, it means your mind prioritizes emotional stability. 4, you are hyper-aware in social situations. You notice everything. Solitude is your way of self-regulating, recharging, and avoiding unnecessary mental strain, which can make social withdrawal appear confusing to others who don't understand the reasoning behind it. 4, you are hyper-aware in social situations. You notice everything: how you're speaking, how people perceive you, and even how your words and body language land. Psychologically, this hyper-awareness creates a constant internal feedback loop. While others might engage in conversation naturally, your attention is split between participating and analyzing the interaction in real time. You're constantly asking yourself questions like, did I say that right? Or did they understand me? This makes even short conversations mentally exhausting. Being hyper-aware doesn't mean insecurity. It means your brain is wired to process social nuances more deeply than most. You notice details that others miss, which can make interactions feel heavier. Alone, you don't have this constant pressure. There's no need to self-monitor, which is why solitude feels effortless and restorative. Even when you want to engage, this heightened awareness can make you hesitate or withdraw, not because you're unwilling, but because your mind is overloaded. 5, you feel social obligations more than interaction itself. It's not people that drain you, it's the expectations surrounding them, replying quickly, checking in, maintaining conversations, explaining why you disappeared. All of this creates invisible weight. You aren't just interacting, you're constantly performing, meeting standards that may feel arbitrary. Psychologically, people like you are wired to avoid social performance when it's unnecessary. You don't want to force connection just to satisfy others' expectations. This is why disappearing can feel easier and more honest than trying to keep up appearances. You protect your energy by limiting unnecessary obligations, which is often misread by others as coldness or indifference. Even in relationships that are genuinely important to you, the constant maintenance of social norms can feel burdensome. Your withdrawal isn't rejection, it's self-preservation. You protect your energy by limiting unnecessary obligations, which is often misread by others as coldness or indifference. 6. You handle your emotions internally. You tend to self-process instead of reaching out immediately. Psychology shows that this builds emotional self-reliance. You learned early that you could handle challenges and feelings on your own without depending on others for reassurance. While this makes you resilient, it also reduces the need for constant social interaction. For example, if something stressful happens, you may reflect on it privately for hours or days, rather than venting to a friend or seeking support. Your brain has developed coping mechanisms that rely on introspection and self-regulation. Psychologically, you prioritize emotional alignment over social availability. Connection becomes optional, not necessary, which makes your behavior seem unusual to people who rely on frequent social contact to process their emotions. 7. You are extremely selective about who gets access. You don't want many connections, you want the right ones. Psychologically, you prioritize emotional alignment over social availability. You carefully evaluate who deserves your time and attention, and your small circle is intentional. This selectiveness protects your energy and ensures that interactions feel worthwhile. Even if it looks like you have few friends or rarely engage with people, it's by choice, not accident. The people you allow into your life are ones you trust and connect with deeply, and that quality matters more than quantity. 8. You're comfortable with silence. You don't feel pressure to fill gaps with words or entertain others. Silence is neutral, sometimes even grounding. While others may misread it as disinterest or awkwardness, you are simply comfortable being present without constant stimulation. Psychologically, this reflects a calm, introspective mind. You don't need chatter to feel socially validated. You're able to exist in a space without noise, which can make social environments feel unnecessarily overwhelming or performative. Some people feel lonely or surrounded by people who don't understand them. For you, peace often matters more than presence. You avoid draining, forced, or superficial interactions, even if it means being alone. If you see yourself in this video, know this. It's okay to experience the world differently. It's okay to need time alone, to prefer depth over surface-level chatter, and to protect your energy. And if this resonated with you, you're not alone. This channel exists to help people like you feel seen and understood.